sugar boogers, welcome back to the channel. So today we are here with another speed build, and this time it is going to be Bob's Pancake House. So I tried doing this earlier, you guys, and I was like flat, dude. Like somebody needed to come up and resuscitate your girl, because without coffee, for some reason, I am literally like death. I don't know what it is. And I used to always be that person was like, hey, coffee doesn't affect me that way. Hey, I don't need coffee to be like, have some energy. Like, I'm not going to be that person. No, I am that person. And it's horrible. It's so horrible, especially when you try to wean yourself off of it. But y'all don't want to hear my problems. But anyway, we're here building Bob's Pancake House. And before you try to correct me and tell me, Jen, you spelled house wrong, because that's already happened, I'm letting you know right now I try to be fancy with it. I see a lot of different restaurants and things of that sort around it, especially in Seattle with the not the last name, but with the word house spelled H-A-U-S-E. And from my research, Google Translate, it's German, so yay. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. I just wanted to be kind of fancy with it. You know what I mean? So with this build, I really wanted it to be kind of a mosh pit of ELIZA Pancakes' taste and also Bob, because Bob has a very unique taste. Like, he is very, like, I don't know, he's a gamer at heart. He really loves kind of like nerdy gear. He really, if it was up to him, like, this place would be a very interesting kind of place. And I really do feel like Bob has a lot of personality to bring. So he kind of let ELIZA have the reins on this one, and it's more or less like ELIZA's Pancake House. But Bob, he's more of a pancake fanatic than ELIZA. So you know. We're gonna just say it's their home, and I really love the exterior of this build. I really wanted it to kind of have that traditional kind of pancake, kind of international house of pancakes, or the original Pancake House. Like, here we have that in my area, like a few of them actually, and they are so much better than IHOP. Like, seriously, if you ever seen like a original Pancake House, just go and get the big. Oh my God, Big Bob's. Hello, there is. That is perfect. There is literally a menu, and it has Big Bob's on it, and you get like 2 sausage links, 2 pieces of scab, aka bacon, and then you also get French toast, hash browns, and chickens, period. It's amazing. I know, I'm such a horrible person. I gross people out when I say that, and yet I still, oh my God, I don't even want to get into it. But anyway, it's a really, really, really hearty meal, and it's definitely hilarious because it is Big Bob's, and here we are making Bob's Pancake House. Like, I think that's so funny. But yeah, definitely better versus going to IHOP. I feel like IHOP is like the dollar store of pancake houses, even though it's not cheap, and even though dollar stores, that's an insult, because dollar stores are freaking amazing. That's where I buy all my cleaning supplies. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, I love the dollar store. But anyway, so that's kind of, long story short, what I was trying to go for here. And I love the roof and how it's metallic-y, and it's kind of like this copper. And I guess you could say my sort of color palette is more of a kind of a bluish, and then almost like this kind of coppery, kind of oak, I guess, woodish sort of stuff. And then this is really hard to describe things. Like, your girl is just, no. And you want me to write books. I really do want to write books, but there's at least a good 7 years of school I need to redo. But anyway, I don't know. I think a lot of it's just kind of it comes out as it comes out. But if I really try to be super duper duper put together and really tried, I'd probably blow your mind. Okay. But anyway. So yeah, what was I gonna say? I am so crazy. I can't even help myself. But anyway, yeah. Copper rooftops, kind of like this bluish accent, and then white wood as well. And then for the inside, it's different because I wanted to keep the inside to match the outside, but I didn't really want it to be dated, and I didn't want it to really be like one of those pancake houses that you go with your, 80-year-old grandmother, and it's she probably remembers where and when that stuff was manufactured. Like, some of those seats are probably older than she is. That is not what I was going for. I really wanted a more kind of, not even necessarily classy or bougie or upscale kind of pancake house, but I wanted more of a more more, what's the word am I thinking, guys? I don't know. More clean, modern, I guess, but without being like super duper modern. And I decided to do a parking lot because I figured, since this is going to be a retail lot or a restaurant lot, it needed to have some parking spaces for the non-existent cars. Yay! Please, EA, and everything. Just for the love of the sim gods, give me some damn cars. Like, I need them. I need them. I need my Sims to feel like they've accomplished, they've accomplished something. It's materialistic, yes, but yes, I do. I need it. But yeah, I really love the way that this lot sits. And by the way, in case you are wondering, this lot sits beautifully in Newcrest, like in the downtown kind of district. And I think with the way that I had set up the lot and the way that the building is, it doesn't look weird. I have a lot of community lots and things like that I put into my games, and they just look so strange and weird. And it's like, do you know what I'm talking about? It's like, I love this lot, but it just doesn't fit my surrounding area. Have no fear, my dear. This is it's amazing. I love it. It fits perfectly. So there is a little something about this build that you may not understand. How could I just kill a man? No, I'm just kidding. Okay, what the hell? I mean, like, where did I get that from? I don't know. Somewhere in the the coat closet of the random things that I keep hidden from the world, I guess. I don't know. Like, I feel like a lot of you guys are like me, though. Like, there's so many random things you want to say, but you can't say them in public because somebody would probably strap you up in a freaking straitjacket and take you off. You know what I mean? That would be me, but I try to keep it together. So anyway, the one thing you may not understand about this build is that little room that's kind of behind the waiter station. It's blank. It's empty. It's just a facade. There is no sole reason, purpose, nothing. And then there's bathrooms off to the side. And then I think, what did I do? Oh, I put this in. I love this part, you guys, this little window. And then at night, believe it or not, it lights up. Yeah, it lights up. It lights up. I love it. I really think I outdid myself with the exterior. The interior needs Jesus, but that's why you got the decorated thumb. But yeah, so that little thing behind the hostess station, is it a hostess or waiter? It's a hostess station. That is just, like I said, it's a blank space. It's void. You can put whatever you want in there, honestly. I don't know. I was thinking of putting in like a little area for the employees, like, because a lot of times when I'm working here or I'm like having my Sims manage a restaurant, like they need things like fun, and they need certain types of social stuff, like, shower and like to take a dump in peace without, Mrs. Landgrab walking in, and it's awkward, but like I felt like I was going to do that, but I didn't. And then I was going to put in these diner booths, but for some reason, and we're going to struggle probably for like a few minutes. So this is when the the circus act comes out and like keeps y'all entertained. But I don't know. I didn't go for it. So that space is there in case you do want to do it. It's all up to you, sunshine. Like, I am not judging you. But I think if I had to say my favorite part of this build, it's definitely the exterior. I think I really did well with it. Because it isn't anything special. It's just a long shape. But adding those different roof dimensions, and hopefully this is a tip for some of you, adding those extra roof dimensions, believe it or not, really just overall changes the shape of the build. And although there's no outdoor seating, if you really wanted to, there's so many different places you can add on to BOB so that you wouldn't really take away from the aesthetic of the build. So I really like that it is expandable. Before I jump in and tell you a little bit more about what I'm doing with these dining room tables, as we are literally playing charades, don't know, don't care. I did want to, and before, if you guys didn't know, I was in EA. I was at LA for EA Play over the week that just happened, the 10th through the 15th, and I wanted to before I left, but I just did not have time to put it together. I was doing a little Dying Out mini series, and I really wanted to use BOB and ELIZA, my current household, which a lot of you guys seem to love them. I get a lot of views on that current household, which is craziness because I don't know why. I don't have any idea why you guys love them so much. I love them. They are probably one of my most favorite family. And a lot of you guys ask me about Stella McCarthy and how she's doing and where she's at and all the things that she's still around. She's probably pregnant somewhere off in, the coast of Cabo. Was that a thing? I don't know, maybe. So Yeah, no, she's still around. I just don't play that family that much. I really wanted to change. And since you guys do love the Pancake family so much, at least my current household, I figured, why not do a little Dine Out mini series to where our main objective is to get a successful up and running restaurant, maybe 5-star, and then, go about our business. I think that would be a lot of fun, and especially because they have so many kids. I think they have 3 right now, and they would like a girl. It'd be really cool to see their struggle and how they manage and all that stuff. I don't know if they have enough money to own this restaurant, but either way, like even if I had to like play a little charade to make it work, I would totally do that. Because this is specifically meant for Bob, and I never understood how they could have so much money. Like who the hell? Like maybe Eliza's family is rich. Do you guys have theories? Because I don't know. So as I'm finishing up the build, I'm just going in and adding these lights, which I really like because they kind of give this overall diner feel. When I'm adding in some more details to the walls and the wallpaper, I didn't want to keep it flat, but I also didn't want to give it a dated look. That was my biggest thing. By the way, side note, I've been watching the show on Netflix, and I don't know exactly what it's called, but it's like, and I'm sure by describing, maybe you'll understand. It's where they go and they show people homes, like 3 different houses, and they're like crappy or some are nice or ready to move in. And the people pick, like they have a certain like budget in mind, and it's like a renovating like a oh my god, brain fart, dude, don't do this to me, Chad. Renovating like crappy houses. I don't know how to say it. And it's like a husband and wife sort of deal, and then they like pick a home, the people that they're showing the houses to, and then they renovate it for them within their budget or whatever. And then I've been really getting a lot of inspiration from watching those shows. So if you are like me and you suck at building, I don't suck anymore. I'm gonna retract that statement. I don't suck anymore, but I'm not exactly where I would like to be. But that really helps a lot for me to figure out how to decorate different styles of restaurants and buildings and homes and things of that sort. And I think I will always have a specific style. Like I always will. I think you do, I do, everybody does. I know Deli does. Even James has his own style. Like everybody's going to have their own style when it comes to building. But just to be able to become someone who can kind of warp and change different styles depending on the build is where I'm trying to go with it. I want to be more diverse in my builds, and I feel like by doing that I got to challenge myself, and I can't, I can't let my insecurities restrict me from just going for it. So that's what I did, and I really do love this restaurant a lot. I love the outside so much. Like I am living for it. It is kind of my little slice of pie, and I think even the whatchamacallit, the driveway or the parking lot even worked out. It looks like a parking lot, and I think it's cool because I was really worried that that wasn't going to work out. So the inside definitely has more of an elegant, classier feel, but it definitely has the characteristics of a diner. And I really thought those booths were going to help aid in that and projecting that further, but it just wasn't working. I don't know why. For some reason, the booths are just too bulky for me. They don't have a clean aesthetic. They're too much for me anyway. So I decided just to go with the traditional tables, and the tables are not from Dine Out, but of course you can substitute whatever you don't have. It's pretty easy. I try to minimize the expansions and stuff packs that I use in my build, if you guys haven't noticed, so that anybody can just kind of come in and push play and be done with the deal. But there may be a little twerking and jerking that you may need to do with this build because of the fact that it's more or less for a family of mine already and not necessarily was geared to go to the gallery, if that makes sense. So I'm adding a lot of like wall decor, just some random things. I really was like headstrong on the little pancakes and the sausage and all that kind of stuff. If you see, I really wanted those in my build and added in some curtains to kind of glam it up a little because this is Eliza speaking. Okay, this is Eliza. Bob would die. Bob would die if he saw this, but she had to come in and juice it up a little bit, so she did, adding in a lot of different types of elements to the wall shelves with different stuff on it. I honestly feel like if you wanted to, another great alternative for this restaurant would definitely be a seafood restaurant. I don't know why I got that vibe from it, but I did. Like if it wasn't going to be Bob's Pancake House, it would definitely be some sort of restaurant with fish and lobsters and all that kind of stuff. Like at least that's what I got from it, and I think you guys will know what I'm talking about just by like the blues and even the kind of the metal roofing. Another favorite part of this build for me personally is definitely the kitchen. It is so freaking gorgeous. I love the kitchen, and I was hating it at first, but I really do like it. And I also like the fact that there is like a dining room, if you guys can see, off to the right of the entrance, where it's just a big table for your families to gather at. And it's a little more secluded and private. There's a big rooster with some eggs on the table, like, hey. But I really do love that. So, I mean, if you are requesting something a little more intimate and away from the chitter chatter of the crowd, that is a perfect place to do so. And then there's some tables with stuff on it, some tables with stuff off of it, in case you feel like you want to have like a little fiesta at Bob's Pancake House. That's up to you. And then also we have a little door towards the back where I can actually have my employees dump the garbage so they don't have to go all the way around the building. And I think we are just coming towards the end of the build. I'm adding my final touches. I really hope you guys like this build. It really is a special one, close and near dear to my heart. And also, I will definitely upload this to the gallery for you guys in case you would like to enjoy it in your game at Gen 2606. And if you do want a Dine Out mini-series, probably consisting of no more than 20 parts, let me know in the comments down below where the sun doesn't shine, and I'll see you all next time. Stay classy and sassy. Yes, girl. Killing it. I'm just kidding, but really, I gotta go. Bye.